Hi students, we have done in the previous lecture about the preferential discharge or selective discharge. As I told you, we are going to use it and we are going to do some questions. Okay, so these are some questions and we will continue in the next session also. This is very simple level 1 where the more number of exceptions are not there. Okay, so in the first session, this is a level 1 session of the predicting the products of electrolysis. Okay, so first part, electrolysis of NaCl liquid. Okay, so as I told you in the starting only, liquid and aqueous in this chapter makes a lot of difference. What is the difference? We will come to know now. Okay, so the simplest and easiest way is electrolysis of NaCl. Okay, so to make this topic very easy, I will take the simple diagrammatic explanation. Okay, so let us take, this is the positive and negative electrode. What is this? Positive and negative electrode. Okay, so what is this negative electrode? Negative electrode is what? Anion goes to anode. Okay, and this is what? Anode. And what is this? Cathode. Okay, this is positive electrode is cathode. Okay, cation goes to cathode, anion goes to anode. This is positive, this is negative. Okay, anode is positive, AP. That's why I was checking, just understood. Anion means negative, so negative will go to anode and positive will go to cathode. Okay, so negative it is for this, what I will do, this will be small line, this will be big line. Okay, so small line, big line, small line, big line. Okay, this is positive anode and negative cathode. Cathode, cation, and anode, anion. Cation is positive, positive ion will go to negative cathode, negative ion will go to positive cathode, positive anode. Okay, anion. Is it understood? Now we will have what? NaCl. What we are going to have? NaCl. Okay, anode positive, anion negative. NaCl. So this is positive, this is negative. So positive will go to negative electrode, negative will go to positive electrode. Is this understood? Now I will write total in this topic. We have to write the 3 reactions. How many reactions? 3 reactions. Okay, we have to write how many reactions? 3 reactions. Okay, what are those 3 reactions? You will come to know now. Okay, so first this part I am talking about the reaction at cathode. Okay, reaction at what? Cathode. So cathode, what happened? Sodium positive went to the cathode. Okay, so at this place what happens? 2 moles of sodium. How many moles? 2 moles of sodium plus, this is 2 moles of sodium plus, react with 2 moles of electron to form 2 sodium. So at cathode what will be collected? Sodium will be collected. Okay, next on this side, reaction at anode. What is the next one? Reaction at anode. Anode, what happens? Why I have taken these 2 electrons? Because this is the 2 chlorine minus will go to positive, will lose 2 electron and form Cl2. Is it understood? So after writing these 2 reactions, there will be net reaction. Okay, so when I add these 2, I should add in such a way that electron lost by this should be gained by this. Okay, suppose if it is 3, then it should be 3 here. Understood? You should balance in such a way. And what I wanted to tell you, electrolysis during this, there is only one reaction, but in the next example there will be 2, 3 reactions are possible. How to manage that, how to handle them, that you should understand. Okay, one more thing, -1 to 0. Here -1 to 0, oxidation. At anode what reaction is taking place? Oxidation. At cathode positive to 0, reduction. That also the questions will be in different variety. That's why along with this diagram, along with the charge, everything I am writing, So don't miss to note any one part of it. Okay. If you miss one part of noting, feeling that it is very easy, but in the examination it is going to create you confusion, and you will mark the wrong option, and you will get -1 instead of +4. Okay. So now it is very easy, but in examination the easy thing is only going to be difficult thing. Okay. So like that you should remember, see how design, how fashionably I am writing. Okay. Now if I write both of them, initially what I have taken NaCl. Okay. What is that? Liquid. I have carried out what? Electrolysis. What I have carried out? Electrolysis. Then I got 2Na and I got Cl2. Okay. 2Na is collected. 2Na is collected at what? Cathode. 2Na is collected where? Cathode. And it is collected at anode. This is very, very important, where it is collected and how it is collected. So chlorine will be evaporated. Okay. Note down this. Okay, noted. Now this all place I want, because now the reactions are going to get complicated. Okay. So for that what I will do, I will start writing from here itself. Okay. Now second question is electrolysis. Electrolysis of aqueous. Earlier it was molten, okay, and aqueous Na2SO4. I think that series all of you remembered. If not remembered, this for this part, that is very, very essential. Okay. So aqueous means actually water also will be there. Water will give you H plus and OH minus. Okay. So this I will draw it here itself. Now there are 2 electrodes. Okay, how many electrodes? 2 electrodes are there. So let us take, this is positive, this is negative. Okay. So this is positive means anode. Anode positive. Okay. So this is connected to positive, therefore anode. This is connected to negative, therefore cathode. Okay. Cathode is electrically negative, anode is electrically positive. Every time I am giving stress because people are losing marks because of overconfidence. Okay. So I don't want that, you should be one among them. Now we got 2 ions. Okay. Sodium plus also and SO4 2 minus also. Okay. Apart from this, as it is a aqueous, there will be H positive and there will be OH minus. What will be there? H plus and OH minus. This was not there in the previous condition because that was liquid or molten. Liquid or molten is easiest method to do. Understood? But here problem is there, and for this problem solution is preferential discharge theory or selective discharge theory. Okay. Now let us see about the reaction. Reaction at anode. Okay. So this wording is very, very important. Write down. Okay. So what is that wording? Both SO4 2 minus and OH minus. Okay. These two. This will also will come here and this will also will come here because both are negative and it is positive. Okay. Both SO4 2 minus and OH minus approach anode. Okay, but here but only main problem. Any one of them got the chance to discharge. Okay, now it is you to decide who is the better one. There is a series I have given. Easiest to discharge among the SO4 and OH minus. Okay. So, but OH minus discharges. Okay, who will discharge? Discharges. How I will come to know that series? Okay, discharge, because, okay, what is the reason? Because discharge potential of OH minus less than discharge potential of SO4 2 minus. Is it understood? Very important thing. Here only, just because of this only I told you that series before. Okay, discharge potential of OH minus is less than this, so easily discharged by OH minus than the SO4. Okay, and whenever OH minus is there, I will give you the ready-made and direct balanced equation. Okay, always OH minus you should write 4 OH minus. Okay, 4 OH minus will lose 4 electrons. How many electrons? 4 electrons, and it will give you 2H2O plus O2. So oxygen gas will be liberated. Which gas will be liberated? Oxygen gas will be liberated at anode. Is it clear to all of you? Now let's see about the cathode. Okay, next what is this? Reaction at cathode. What is the next one? Reaction at cathode. Okay, so cathode who will approach? Both. Here also same explanation. Both Na plus and H plus. H plus will approach. Okay, what they will do? Will approach. Okay, cathode will approach cathode. Now tell me who is better to discharge. See that series, easy to discharge, Na plus or H plus? Discharge easily done from the H plus. Okay, so but H plus discharges. Okay, H plus discharges. Is it understood? So because since discharge potential of H plus less than discharge potential of Na plus. Okay, Na plus discharge potential is very much high. Therefore, here 4 electrons are there. What I will write? 4H plus 4 electron to give you 2H2. What it will give you? 2H2 it will liberate. How many H2 it will liberate? 2H2 will liberate. Okay, so note down this. So final reaction, if I write, will you able to see this net reaction? Let me see. Okay, wonderful. You can see it here also. So what I have taken? I have taken Na2 SO4 aqueous. What I have done? Electrolysis. After doing the electrolysis, what it will form? See, at this place O2 is liberated. At this place H2 liberated. Is there any harm to Na2SO4? No. So Na2SO4 is as it is. So, but what is the problem? Here aqueous is converted into concentrated. This is also aqueous only because some water molecules are there or not. So, sodium sulfate will convert from the dilute to concentrated. Okay, oxygen will be liberated. Oxygen is liberated at what? Anode. Okay, hydrogen liberated where? Cathode. Okay, at cathode hydrogen, at anode oxygen. And what is left over in electrolyte? Na2SO4 left over in electrolyte. So write down very clearly. Next question onwards, you should be able to do that. Okay. Okay, pause it and you can write down I am continuing. Okay. So now let us take another example of aqueous but copper sulfate. Okay. What is the next one? Aqueous copper sulfate, CuSO4, third part. Okay. So third part, here this part is going to be same because SO4, aqueous OH minus. Okay, but the difference is going to be at this place. Okay, so this part I am erasing I beg your pardon. And the entire product net reaction is also going to change. So try to understand it carefully. Every model is discussed and the same model will not be repeated. There will be some difference. Okay. Here what I should write? Both H plus and Cu2 plus will approach. What they will do? Will approach cathode. Okay, will approach cathode. But what you have to do? You have to see that series. Okay, so in the series you can cross check whether copper 2 plus will be discharged or H plus will discharge. Check that series. If you remembered already, then you are wonderful, and give a like to yourself and like to my video. Okay, done. Like the video. Okay, now let's see about the copper. But copper 2 plus will discharge. Okay, what it will do? Will discharge, because ease of discharge I told you copper 2 plus. Okay, because okay, why? Because copper 2 plus, okay, discharge potential of copper 2 plus is less. Just I am writing like that. Okay, now what I will do? 4 electrons are there, so 2 Cu2 plus 4 electrons. What it will do? Cu, 2 Cu it will do. Understood? So ultimately final reaction, I have taken copper sulfate. Okay, I have taken what sulfate? Sorry, here also I will write CuSO4. Okay, so from here who went? From here this is gone. From here who went? From here OH is gone. Okay, so what is left over here? See, here what is collected? OH is no more. Understood? From here V is removed, Cu is removed. So what is left over here? H2SO4 is left over. Okay, CuSO4 aqueous on electrolysis. On electrolysis. Okay, first one, oxygen liberated. Okay, oxygen liberated where? At anode. Oxygen will be liberated at anode, and copper will be collected at cathode, and inside this H plus and SO4. So you have to write a compound as a electrolyte. Electrolyte, that means this is a preparation method of sulfuric acid. Okay, if you electrolyze copper sulfate, what you are going to get? Sulfuric acid. Understood? And you will get byproduct as a copper and byproduct as a oxygen. Note down this. Okay, these are all we are studying only from the inert electrodes. We are doing all it from the inert electrodes only. Okay, there are some more electrodes which are called as a participative electrodes. Okay, what are participative electrodes? That will come to know. First you note down this. Okay, so because of this pH, what is happening? See, H2SO4 will be formed because of electrolysis of copper sulfate. pH will, question will be like this, conceptual question. What answer you will give? Once acid is formed, pH should decrease. pH will, what happens? Decreases, because strong acid is produced, so pH will decrease. Okay, now fourth example, we are in the fourth example. I am taking the normal condition. There are some special condition we will discuss in the next class. Okay, next lecture. So here H2SO4 only. Now H2SO4, it is going to be H plus, SO4 2 minus, H plus and OH minus. Okay, so this part is already over, and here only H plus. So both H plus only. Obviously this reaction will change. What that reaction will be? H positive plus 4 electron, 4H plus will give you 2H2. Okay, is this clear? OH minus SO4 is common everywhere, okay, but this is going to change. Understood? So we have taken dilute H2SO4. We have taken what? H2SO4. From here what happened? H. From here SO4. SO4 no. OH minus. So H2SO4 again we are getting. Okay. But only thing, concentration will increase. H2SO4 will give you H2SO4 only. But apart from that, oxygen liberated at one place, hydrogen will be liberated at another place. Okay, what is that place? Hydrogen liberated at cathode, oxygen liberated at anode. Okay, so note down, and all things you will change it. Okay, because there is no competition here, only H plus. Okay, both gives H plus only, so this paragraph is not required. Okay, because only one type of electrode. So this simply I will write reaction at cathode, H plus will discharge, because both are giving only one type of ions. Okay, H plus will discharge. What is the reaction? 4H plus 4 electrons gives 2H2. Okay, is it understood? Note down. Electrolysis of aqueous H2SO4 heading, and this is the final reaction. Okay, final reaction is H2SO4 gives again H2SO4 only, but what is the difference? It is dilute and it is concentrated. Oxygen is liberated at anode, hydrogen liberated at cathode. Okay, noted. Is this concept clear? But these are all very simple, and difficult and exceptional cases we are going to study in our next session. Okay, bye.